long-winded, running through this life like it was mine. Never settling, but setting every goal high. 1,000 burpees on the path to my own destruction or success. But what is a mistake without the lesson? See, the best teacher in life is your own experience. None of us know who we are until we fail. They say every man is defined by his reaction to any given situation. Well, who would you want to define you? Someone else or yourself? Whatever you do, homie, give your heart to it and stay strong.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Against the Ropes. It's episode 33. Right, I'm Gio Garcia. I'm alongside Christian Mosqueda, Christian Rodriguez, and we have two special guests today. Not just one, but two.
Yeah.
Who do we have here today?
And we got the one and only
FrogDog.com.
FrogDog.com.
Yes, sir.
And Antonio Simon Jr., the magician. Anthony Sims Jr.,
Yeah.
now 19-0, 17 knockouts.
You better get it right, goddammit.
Welcome, guys.
What's
Thank
up?
you.
Man,
Yeah.
big weekend, right?
Glad to have you back.
We just getting started.
How's it going? We just had a big fight this past April 26th, Friday at the Fabulous Forum and the Zone. How we feeling today, man?
Well, I feel great. I feel lovely. Be honest, dog, it was just like right now it's the highlight of my career. There's no tougher fight to fight than a pressure fighter that's in your face all night.
Yeah.
So you can't beat him with speed, can't beat him with power, can't beat him with swiftness or slickness. You got to beat him with your mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In fights like that, you lose the fight 6 months out. You lose the fight in the gym.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I think I did my thing, man.
Yeah, man. No, it was we saw the fight, dude, and I saw it in parts. Gio, I was setting up the equipment when I was setting up the watching your fight, and I was like, dude, I can't see because I was like, you could tell Vaughn, you know, this guy has power.
Oh, anybody else probably their ass would have been up out of there.
Yeah, no, this guy's he was a tough opponent.
They had been sleeper on one knee.
Yeah, and you knew about this opponent how many weeks out?
I knew about the opponent like 6 weeks out.
Mm-hmm.
No preparation, everything. I was ready for the fight.
Yeah. So what are some of the things beforehand that you were getting ready for when you saw?
Well, I said the main thing, to be honest, man, was that not even my opponent is with my team. There's a lot of misdirection, complications, confusion, arguments, misunderstanding. We weren't on the same page.
Yeah.
The direction and stubbornness before this fight. So I say the hardest fight that happened was before the fight even happened. Actually, everything we worked on, I didn't do none of it when I fought. I'm serious. Everything. Not of stubbornness, but what we worked on wasn't for this type of opponent. What we worked on is for an opponent that is going to move or run. I knew that he's going to be my face the whole night. So what we worked on was me going towards a guy. Why would I go to a pressure fighter? You don't go to a pressure fighter. It's like running at a bull. You let the bull come to you, and then you move. So everything I did in that ring was just shit that me and Frog Dog talked about in front of his yard, and just boxing, my boxing mental.
Yeah.
Like I said, if I would have went and listened to the directions, if you look at the fight, we were arguing in the corner. Because you tell me, fight him, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 you're done. You know, the only time that he landed punches is when I traded with him. Other sides, if you sticking and moving and grooving and winning the fight, why change it up? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And basically, this whole camp, they've been trying to fix some shit that wasn't broke as far as me. So,
yeah. It's funny that you bring that up about your corner was telling you one thing and you're like, no, this is working for me.
Yeah.
We just had Gomez last week, and he was telling us how boxers are programmed to just listen to your trainer. Just,
Say yes, basically.
just say yes. And it's like, no, you have a mind of your own, and you should be able to think for your own. And, he's saying that this is something that most boxers are just programmed to just listen. Kind of like a soldier, kind of like, do this, do that, do this.
Shit, I tell my coaches, ain't no slave here and ain't no master here either. So I'm going to say no if I want to say no.
Yeah.
Shit, you can't make me do nothing I want to do. So, they was mad, he could have had him out of there. Boxing is about taking risks, but taking smart risks. You know what I'm saying?
I calculate risk.
Yeah, take the chance when, I'd rather take a chance in the 6th round than take a chance in the 1st round. Why?
Yeah.
First round, he's sharp, he's fast. 6th round, a little bit slower pace, thinks to slow down. He didn't throw his load. So yeah, most boxers are that way, man. You can put faith and trust in your corner, but at the end of the day, it's your ass in that ring, and you got to make them decisions. Frog Dog can't hop in there and help me. I mean, he can, but I'm gonna get disqualified.
Frog Dog, let me ask you, what you think about the fight?
It was a great fight. It was a great fight.
There we go.
What did you like from Sims that he did?
Because I know you're a tough critic of his, right?
Shit. Last time.
That's why I like asking
Like
you.
you said, we had a lot of problems in the corner. So I moved so I could go tell him what to do. Because I moved out the corner, on the other side. Because he's a pressure fighter and comes with his mitts up. So our game plan was to keep him on the outside.
Yeah. Just box.
Just boxing. Because he couldn't catch him. Once he's boxing, he couldn't catch him. But the other coach wanted him to go straight in at him and fight. And that wasn't the game plan we had.
Yeah, because if you do that, I mean, you're leaving yourself open for this guy that does have power.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point? The name of the game is hit and don't get hit.
Yeah.
So some people can say, you didn't throw enough power punches. You didn't sit down and throw enough power punches. It's not about that. Punches and bunches.
Yeah.
It's not hard punches or light punches. The punch is a point. A point's a point. You feel me?
Yeah.
An A plus is an A plus, whether it's a hard A plus or a soft one. It's still an A. So, yeah, man. Shit, that fight right there, that's everything I learned from Emmanuel Stewart to Roger Mayweather, turning, moving guys. Fight when I want to fight, sitting ropes I want to sit. Like, people don't know, but I got hit in the hip. My leg went to sleep. So, one round, I was just sitting on the ropes, taking my time.
The 7th round or?
No, it's actually like in the fourth round,
I
maybe.
think it was about the 5th round.
Yeah, fourth, fifth round, yeah. So, I mean, people think, he must have been hurt most of the fight he's holding him. Shit, if I can pick when I want to fight the whole fight, then I'm doing what the fuck I want to do.
Yeah.
I ain't got to fight 3 minutes every round.
Yeah. For the most part, that whole fight was there was one round, the 6th round, where it was a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that round?
6th round is a 6th round. You have to take a round off.
Yeah.
You have to. So you have to give up a round. As a fighter, you don't fight the whole round. You know you're going to give up a round. Which round do you give up? Give up. You never give up the end rounds or the beginning rounds because the coaches only remember, or the judges only see the first round and the last round. In between rounds, it's in the air. So I give you the 6th round because 7th, 8th, 9th, I'm going to be whooping your ass, sticking and moving. But yeah, the 6th round, I gave him that easily. I knew it. But I already know I was up. I already won the first 5. So
I was watching the English one and the Spanish again in the 6th round, and they did say both of the commentators, the Spanish and the English, say, why is he sitting against the ropes?
Yeah, I was sitting on ropes because my leg went to sleep. People don't know that. But
I was like, he was giving us a shout out, so you guys can say against the ropes.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
People don't know. A lot of times, why is he on the ropes? Some people go to the ropes because they want to. Some people go to ropes because they don't know where to go. They're stuck on the ropes. I chose to go to ropes. I really stepped back and stayed there. And I was like, okay, you ever sit on the toilet for a long time while you shit and you get up and your leg is asleep? Yeah.
When you're watching your phone?
Hey, yeah, you're on your phone, you got your forearms on your legs, and you get up and your leg is asleep. That's the feeling you get when you get hit in the hip. So eventually it shakes out. So I was just waiting for it to shake out. It was cool. And like a lot of punches, I was getting hit with right hands, like, behind the ear. Good thing is, my coaches, usually you just grease a fighter's face up. They grease my head up. So a lot of them punches never landing flush. They were just sliding off, what's his name? Sergio Moore was like, man, those right hands are landing flush. They're hurt. They were sliding right off. They were sliding right off. You see, when I get hit with those punches, I didn't reach in and grab them.
Yeah.
I just stayed right there because they were sliding off. It was like punk slaps to the back of the head. Like, you just going to hit me in the back of the head? Yeah.
You know what? But I do want to give credit to your opponent, though, Von Alexander.
Oh, hell yeah.
We knew it was going to be a tough fight. I think a lot of people didn't know what type of opponent you were going to face. We looked a little bit into his background, tough background, and we knew it was going to be tough.
Oh, I knew because of not so much of his boxing skill, but because of his will.
His will,
Yeah, man. Most dangerous fighter is a man with a strong will, regardless of his boxing skill. A man with a will, you can't stop him. He's going to do what he's going to do regardless. You see how he's just taking my punches to the face because that was his will.
And he fought all 10 rounds.
He fought every round, man. From the moment I saw him face to face, he tried to intimidate me, tried to talk shit. And me, it's like, man, I didn't said it all, heard it all. So ain't nothing you can say.
Hold up. I want to ask you, you did exchange some words with
Oh, yes, I did.
a fan during the
his
one
sister.
of the rounds.
Oh, is this?
Yes.
What was that all about?
She said something, and I said, shut your ass up.
We'll play the clip for you guys on this video. But
That happened, and me and him was talking throughout the whole fight.
Really?
He was like, you a pretty boy, huh? I was like, man, your breath stank. You breath stink.
They kept calling
They
you
kept
that
calling
on
you
the
a pretty
zone.
boy.
They kept calling me a pretty
Yeah.
boy. I know, right? I was like,
Yeah.
Chris was like,
Sergio must
Anthony's
like
a
me.
pretty boy.
I was like, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. But for the most part, I think the commentating as far as, like, the American version, they gave me my props. They said I was sticking and moving and
Yeah.
taking my time, and I was dictating the fight, which I did. I only
Mm-hmm.
fought. If you look at my face, I ain't got a poker face, but I was never uncomfortable because I dictated what I wanted to do. Walking around, moving around. I felt like it was a good night.
I really got the sense probably like around the 4th round where there was tension in the corner. In
Oh.
fact, I actually even approached Frog Dog like, what's going on? And I thought like, this is, I know this is not the Anthony that I'm used to seeing, but I feel like there's something going on with miscommunication.
Oh, man, it was some bullshit in
in
the
the
corner.
corner.
It was so bad. I was getting up. I had to get up like 30 seconds earlier. And I was getting up like 30 seconds into the break because the break's a minute, right? I was getting up like halfway through the break because I'm like, man, I'm not trying to hear shit you trying to say. And my leg was going to sleep, so I had to stand up and wake it up. He's like, no, sit down. I'm like, man, I'm standing up. Get out my face. Just give me water. Cause you tell me to go and fight this man, right? I'd come back to the corner and say, grab my mouthpiece, pull my cup, cause y'all motherfuckers don't know what to do. So y'all panicking or getting angry cause I'm not listening. And then the 7th round, he's like, nah, go and bang him out. My mom screamed and said, fuck that. I heard my mom. She screamed and said, fuck that. Anthony, box him. Don't listen to him.
Right.
So if you look at the fight, I would look back. I wasn't looking at my corner. I was looking at my mom and Frog because they was right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could hear everything they were saying. I was very aware of what was going on because at one point, I say after the first round, all the corner did was give me water. Really, I mean, besides what Frog was saying, all the corner did was give me water. When I spar, they don't like Frog talking, so I just look out the ring and Frog would do motions. That's when I know what to do.
Yeah, I thought it was a great fight to get 10 rounds in.
I appreciate it. 10-round fight. I think you'd be happy. Like, okay, Anthony Simmons went 10 rounds.
Yeah.
You actually look great doing it. Didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Didn't get dropped. Didn't take punishment. Face looks clean.
Yeah, right. That's the first thing I saw you. I told you when I saw you, right?
Yeah.
You didn't even look like you got in a fight.
I think that's the whole point as a fighter. A good fight, the definition of a good fight, it changes from a promoter to a manager to a fan to actual fighter. Because at the end of the day, we're the ones in there doing the damage and taking it. So I think that was a hell of a fight for me.
Yeah.
And I think it's the hardest fight to fight. I can outthink a man. I'm faster, stronger. But to go toe-to-toe, blow for blow, fight a man for what he believes in, that's the hardest
Yeah.
fight. You know what I'm saying? That's a
Yeah.
fight. It came down to the mental.
Yeah.
What shocked me after the fight was that there was a lot of people booing.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. I'm not one to play the race card, but I think this was not the greatest card for me to be on. You have a Mexican card with big-time Mexican fighters, Mexican fans. And you got 2 black fighters fighting. And we're not big names either. My name's not out there yet to the point where everybody just want to come watch like Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're not really into it. They're waiting for the Vargas fight or for the babyface assassin fight. They don't give a fuck about, that's 2 fighting. We're just being real about it.
Yeah.
If it's a white person fighting. Just
Then
because
they was expected a knockout.
I mean, expecting. I mean, that's what they want. As fans, they want that.
Knockouts, yeah.
A lot of boxing fans, they're fans of boxing, but are they fans of the art of boxing? If they're fans of the art of boxing, that'd be a great fight. Wow, he strategically beat this man with his mind, not with his physical. But shit, I don't give a damn if they booed or not. They could boo, they could scream and holla 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 laham. I don't give a damn. Like, I got the W and I walked out in good shape. I mean, no busted bones. That guy right there is a guy that should have. Any fighter I feel like you put in front of him, he would have broke some shit. He would have broke something. I mean, every guy I seen him fight, and he ain't just fought bums. Even Dennis Douglas, I think it's his name. He's hitting these guys and cracking them.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought I did pretty well.
Yeah, me and Chris were in agreement that the skills were off the table. It was basically the storylines between your story and his story matching up inside the ring. Let's see who's going to carry out the ring.
Absolutely. And you see, he had a strong will, crazy mindset. I don't give a damn who you are, blah, 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 blah. That's cool. That's a tough guy to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it came to knowledge. I say knowledge and patience and understanding and being strategic.
Yeah.
But you know what? All the quote-unquote criticism, I kind of see it as a good thing because now the bar is kind of high for you. I think it's the expectations that people put on you because they know what you can do.
They know I can do. I think they don't realize that I'm only 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just getting started. And, I mean, I'm just in the mist. Nobody's ever seen me go past the 6th round. And nobody's yet to see me have to dig. I really didn't have to dig that fight because I chose what I wanted to do. He didn't bring me in my comfort zone. Who else can bring me in my comfort zone?
Yourself.
Exactly. But I'm just saying, the person inside the ring. The hardest fighter to fight is a pressure fighter because a pressure fighter doesn't allow you to think. You see what I did with that? 10 rounds. A boxer, I'll box the shit out of him. Somebody tries to sit there and pick shots at me, I'll pick his brain. So what's next?
Speaking of what's next, in past March, when you fought in March, I was telling Chris after the fight that I think I would like to see Anthony Sims fight Rocky Fielding.
Yeah, that was actually that's on the table too. A fight against Rocky Fielding. That'd be great. Yeah, UK. I actually fight him in the UK, but as of right now, I have to get my team situation in order.
Yeah.
There's no chemistry in the team, especially this whole training camp was some bullshit. I'm gonna be honest, it was crazy. I mean, to the point where the week before the fight, the week of the fight, it's just coaches acting shady and funny down to the day of before weigh-in. We checked into the hotel, using the hotel 4 days before the fight. They didn't come and check my weight. They didn't say we're running tonight. They didn't give a fuck.
What?
They just showed up to weigh-ins. I didn't see him the whole time I was there. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, then they would be in the corner, how you doing and this and that. And it's just a lot of bullshit, man. They're aware of the highway. And I'm not going to say their names. People know who my coaches are. But to put it this way, if you have a world champion and your world champion leaves you, the fight after that, it's a problem. It's an issue. If you had a world champion, this guy wins the title with you in the next fight. After that fight, he just leaves. Or if you have a losing record, all your last 3 fighters got knocked out. They're all in shape, but they all get knocked out. And they're great fighters. They all got a good chance. Why? Is it because of the instruction? It's because you're overworking them? It's because they don't have a voice and they don't say no because they believe in everything you're saying? You see? Me, they say my issue is I'm a rebel. I know my body. I've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
And I got to 15-0 without them, so why would I change it when I meet you? If it's working for me. I work hard. I run. I'm not lazy. But if you tell me, now I want you to do this now, I'm not doing that. For what? You got to at least make it. It has to make sense. There has to be some logic behind it. Yeah. I'm not going to just walk in. This is two directions. Now just go to him with your hands up. Just run to him. That's actual directions I was getting. Frog is right there. Just go to him. You're not getting hit. I'm getting hit. But I'm not getting shook. So to them, it's not me not getting hit. Or the whole time in sparring, we're working on 1-2s, but we're not doing no hand pass. Actually, for hand pass, I didn't get any hand pass for 6 weeks. Not none. Hand pass is about time and reflexes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't get hand pass the whole entire time. Not once for 6 weeks. You got body pass, hand pass. Won't put the shit on.
And then when I bring it up, I don't need that. We don't need
we
that.
Don't, I know what I'm doing. We're going to do it my way.
So every time that we go to the gym, we'll have our talk before we get there. And I tell him to learn the defenses, but we're going to keep boxing.
Yeah, I mean,
we gonna keep boxing. We not finna. He already can slug.
Yeah.
Why change a person with 17 wins and now you're trying to change his? You're not adding to it. You're making it worse.
Yeah. For those that saw this last fight, that camp I ran on my own. Basically, I had a halfway ass coach. He's a great person, individual, but he's stuck in his ways. And him being stuck in his ways won't hurt him, it hurt me. Because you have to adjust to your fighter.
Yeah.
If you got somebody that's a hooker, you're not going to make him throw a lot of uppercuts or jabs. You're going to work on his hook. Him to the point where we changed the way I was throwing punches in my right hand. You see I got callus on my knuckles because he made me start punching different. I had callus on my hand since I was 10 years old.
And you notice he wasn't throwing his right hand.
Because the way they had me throwing the right hand, all camp was off. It was weird and it's like hesitant. So in a fight, in sparring, I wasn't throwing it. I'm not going to throw it in a fight. I said, this whole sparring, I was sparring 12 rounds with Russians and other cats, and go to him, just go to him. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm going home with headaches for what? I never went home with headaches. When I sparred Bivol, when I sparred David Navidez, when I sparred George Groves, I never went home with headaches, but because I'm going to these motherfuckers standing in front of them.
Yeah, that's not your style.
That's not my style.
He was trying to make him pound everybody out.
Not only that, but just, the old school way. It's a lot of reasons why the fighters from the old school can't remember their name, can't write, can't read. That whole tough guy mentality stuck in your ways. Things change with time. You got to adjust with it.
What are some of the things that you tell Frog Dog? Because you're kind of in an awkward position, right? Because you don't want to get in the middle, in between the trainer and the fighter. But you're always there with him. So
I tell him to keep his back off the rope and stay in the middle of the ring. And work his jab, right hand hooks. to keep it, because they can't catch you.
Mm-hmm.
His handwork, footwork is great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, this...
Back to the basics type of.
Straight basic.
This whole fight was just straight basics. I got
Straight
a lot
basic.
of things I gotta, work on. But shit, I did it. They was there, but it's like everything I did in that fight, I did not work on. None of it. None of it. Not fucking one bit.
You know, I enjoy the fight,
Yeah,
honestly.
same here.
Yeah, I enjoy watching it too. Like, damn, boy, you did that right there.
You know, but what I get from this, a lot of times people are not going to be happy. If you knock out a guy in 4 rounds, oh, he needs to step up. If you go to 10 rounds, oh, he should have got a knockout. You know, so that's just kind of the things that you kind of.
That's why you box their
Out,
ass
The
off.
game
Because,
is get the W.
get the W.
Yeah, and I'll take punishment.
If you knock somebody out, you call it an accident. You whooping somebody's ass for 10 rounds straight, ain't nothing accidental about it. All right, look at his face after the fight and look at mine. He cut up, bruised up, eyes swole up, nose crooked. I'm smiling at the camera like, hey, what's up, mama?
You're not trying to be macho.
Yeah.
See
Yeah.
how many punches you can take.
And it's not like you had anything to prove. You have 17 knockouts in 19 fights.
I know I
So
can
it's not like
punch,
your
yeah.
powers in question.
He had a chin. It's not because I've knocked out bums. I mean, even the top guys said I could punch. I know I could punch. Simple fact is, man, boxing is, I'm not doing free throws or catching passes. I'm throwing punches. So take chances when need to be.
Yeah.
And then I was a smart fighter.
Yeah, I was it.
A lot of times, if he had threw that right hand, he was waiting on it.
Yeah,
He was sitting up there
Counter
waiting
punch.
to counter
Kept
him every
counting.
time.
He was looking for a big shot.
I was
Yeah.
looking for that,
That was
big
always, yeah.
shot. And then he was trying to hook over that jab.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's throwing,
So he was throwing
he throwing a
haymakers.
lot of nut
Yeah, he
shots.
was.
He's throwing nut shots, head butting me. He's talking shit, stuff like that. I
Yeah.
mean, the headbutts and the nut shots, they were starting to catch up. I was like,
Yeah, what are your thoughts about that? Sergio Mora did say, like, instead of complaining,
Yeah.
hit him low and back.
I'm like this. I feel like 2 rights don't make a wrong. You know, you can get them back.
Yeah.
For what? If you hit me in the back of the head, I'm going to let this motherfucker know the referee's in there, to referee and make sure everything goes right. I'm getting hit in the back of the head.
Yeah.
Or whether you realize or not, me getting hit in the back of the fucking head affects my sight.
Mm-hmm.
So if I continue to get hit in the back of the head, say this next one is serious and makes my sight go. Everybody knows the name of the fighter, Joe McClellan, right? I mean, Joe McClellan from Crunk.
Yeah.
He's blind and a vegetable in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I actually got up and like went to the ringside.
Yeah.
Yelled like that shit happened like 3 times. Like
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
started to piss me
Sure
off.
did.
Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing you, but just to let you know the seriousness of it, it's not about me complaining and being a hoe
Right.
about it. It's because this is my health.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I make a living. My mom counts on me. My sister's counting on me for me to walk out of here. So if you don't take this shit serious, I'm going to scream like
Yeah.
a motherfucking bitch, like a baby, until you bring attention to it. I'm getting headbutted. Next headbutt. I've been headbutted in the nose. It can break my nose. It can knock my teeth out. Then you got to stop the fight. Hits to the back of the head. Hit my spine, break my neck. Shit like that. When we're a grown man throwing punches, you have one job to do. It's called dirty shots.
Yeah.
So if you don't see him, he said, no, if the referee's right there, he doesn't see it. Some shit he's not going to see. You don't see me getting hit in the
Yeah.
balls on the left side because you're on the right side.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see me getting headbutted because you're standing behind him. And if you realize every time there's a break, always step around the referee behind him and then step back, because if the referee's on the side, he's not going to see all the dirty shots and the headbutts and all that shit. But yeah, Sergio, you could think that. You're entitled to your own opinion. But I think the difference between me and him is I fight with more of an awareness as a student. I'm aware. And I know what the fuck everybody's put in their place too. I know where the judges are. I know what the referee's supposed to do. I know what the promoter's supposed to do. I'm not just a boxer and just fighting. This is a business.
And then you're a better fighter than Sergio.
Yeah, Sergio.
That's why he,
You my boy Sergio.
Yeah,
you know,
you're a better fighter than
you my
Sergio.
partner. But me being dirty, that ain't my. You get dirty, you got to. People say get mean. Shit, I'm me.
That's not you. Yeah.
Put
I
the
mean-
gloves on and spar with him,
I mean-
Sergio.
See, I like that because a lot of them should be held accountable for their,
You
for
talking
their
that smack.
comments.
Yeah, say that
All you
shit.
gotta do is
Yeah.
wrap your gloves up and,
Yeah.
and see what it do.
I mean, everybody can say this and say that, but at the end of the day,
Yeah.
motherfuckers don't know till they hop in there. So as me, if I'm getting headbutted or hit behind the back of the head, I'm gonna say some shit if you're not calling it, because what? It's in my health I'm talking about. I'm not doing finger rolls or shooting free throws. Fuckers hit me, and it's my way of seeing. It's what I'm living. You know what I'm saying? So
What, he's a Latin snake?
Last.
We ain't claiming him.
but
We're not claiming his
at
ass.
the end of the fight, he did give me a lot of props for how I
Yeah, he
fought. I
did.
mean,
Yeah, he did,
especially
yeah.
towards the late rounds. He said, I love what Anthony's doing. His corner's saying
Yeah.
bang, 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 but Anthony's not listening. Anthony's boxing.
Yeah, it is.
Shit, he's aware of that shit.
Yeah, to me it was a beautiful boxing that you did, bro.
I appreciate it, man. I mean, shit. I could have really, you could throw more punches, this and that. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, wouldas. But at the end of the day, I think I won the fight and I won it in style.
Yeah. And then again, it was a tough guy. I think when you messaged me, like, what do you think about my opponent? I didn't say anything about boxing. I was like,
Yeah, his personality.
I was like, this guy was, this is like his second chance at, so like just.
I mean, I think it's cool. I'll never compare myself to Ali because of his greatness and what he was and what he stood for. But you think about people bashed Ali for how he fought back then. They bashed him. He runs. He moves too much, even though he won the fight in style. Now they say he won in style. At the time, they bashed him for it. Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So people can bash me for this fight. Maybe never know. 15, 20 years down the line, man, he boxed this guy amazingly. Beautiful. Such just phenomenal. Yeah. But they didn't know during the fight I'm getting fucking booed.
You know what, though? If they're boxers, I guarantee you they'll fight like that, though. Yeah.
Man,
they're not going to go in there slug it out.
I got homies that DM me like, hey, man, you did your thing. You did what you're supposed to. One boxer to another. All it takes is one punch. And there's many punches where I either could have been gone or down on the knee. Stand there. I mean, I traded when I had to, but otherwise, I outthought him, and I look good doing it.
Back to Ali, like his health started deteriorating because he started doing the rope-a-dope and taking shots. And
unfortunately, he stayed in there too long.
Yeah.
But I mean, in the midst in his prime, he's supposed to hit and don't get hit. He was the king of that shit. I mean, I
think people forget about that. Yeah. Not getting hit is 50% of the game, right? Yeah. Hit and don't get hit.
No, I mean, people hate Floyd for it. You might not like
Deontay Wilder's trainer.
Which trainer? Basically, because
there like 5 of them.
The one be in the ring with him. I forgot. He's punch drunk. He can't hardly talk.
Deontay Wilder has a trainer like that.
Man, you better look at him.
Who?
I forget the name, but yeah. Like,
but yeah,
I remember saying like I can't understand this guy when he was fighting Fury.
Boxer. And he was like lightweight, super lightweight. And he can't hardly talk. You can't hardly understand him.
Well, that's why you got to stick and move, man, and
because he take too much. And once you take too much punishment, man.
Hey, I love my fans, but I'm not about to stand there and take your ass with them for y'all. Just let you know, all right? Because legacy don't pay your bills. Don't take care of you. Ain't no health benefits with the legacy.
Yeah. And y'all want him to stay pretty.
You know what? Let's forget about the fight for a little bit. You did have a speech here at Kelsey Dominguez Hills with some of the students. How did that go?
It went great, man. Just being able to open up with just a bunch of kids just like me, just trying to find their way. Even though I'm not in college, I've been in their footsteps. We're in the same footsteps. Trying to find your way in life. Identify with yourself.
Yeah. I told you, I was like, I love that we had like a structure, and you were like, screw that, man. I'm talking to you one by one. Ask me any question that you want.
Fuck all that whole structure shit.
That was dope.
And they do it raw and funky just
like
like
they get enough of that here at school?
Right.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's the thing. Like, life is built up so much on structure, but the greatest people that come about in life is because they do things completely opposite. It's taboo to everyone. It's different. It's left-handed, what you would call it. So shit, be left-handed. Do your own thing. Make it natural.
Yeah, I heard a lot of not to cut you off, but I heard a lot of the students were excited to have you. Christian told me that a lot of them actually bought a ticket to the fight.
Yeah, a lot of them are still in touch with me every day. Like, sometimes you just pop up on campus and I'll catch some of them working up here. Like even my homeboy Juan, I didn't make it to the soccer game, but like, or Rome, he cut my hair before the fight. You know what I'm saying? Came to the hotel and cut my hair. Yeah, yeah, man. So it's just like, we had in-depth talk. I actually came here. I was like, I created a bondships and friendships. Yeah. One kid we ran into, he said his grandmother and his mother, having issues. I ran into him in the cafeteria, and he dropped his food because he saw me in the cafeteria. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Let me ask you something about that, Anthony. Like, when you start building relationships like that, because the relationships are being built like in an intimate setting, right? Because it gets really down personal. Does it get to the point where it's not an overburden, but like it's a lot? It's a lot to comprehend when not just one individual, but it's multiple people, not just from like even over here in Compton or Dominguez Hills, but even people from England. Like, how do you take that into effect after the end of the day? Like shit, like I have to deal with that, or does it get kind of like overburdened, like in your mind, where it's a lot of information that you're taking in? Because I mean, we all go through stuff, but to try to comprehend other people's lives into your own life, I mean, how do you manage all that?
I won't say manage it, dog. It's just like. Right. It's Q&A. Somebody asks a question, you answer it back. Maybe I feel like it's just what I'm put here to do. I talk to people on a daily basis from when I wake up to when I go to sleep. It don't bother me at all. I don't stress about it. And for some reason, I don't forget it. Whether it's a guy in England lost his daughter to leukemia, or a kid here who you know is going through something with a relationship. Maybe that's my blessing, because I forget every fucking thing else. I forget where I put my phone at, or you know, what socks, where I put my socks
Your
at.
charger be at and all that shit.
Your charger, yeah. But it's just when you're really meant to do some shit, I don't care where you at, how you feel, what you're doing, you'll do it. I feel like I'm meant to just be talking to people, man. It's like, I think, be honest, man, it's just like I'm like a blender. It's like people like give me the fruit or whatever, and they drop it in, I blend it up, and boom, give it back to them. And they like, wow. Because, I mean, I've been there, done it. Unfortunately, my blessing is my curse. I've seen and done a lot of shit that I shouldn't have seen and shouldn't have done and shouldn't have happened to me. Some things I can't speak on, but the majority I can. From a young age to a teenager, so I can talk about it. And from all sides, all points, all views. If I ain't done it myself, I've seen it. I may not, you know, I haven't been raped, or I'm not part of the LGBT, or I don't have a drug addiction, but what the homies did, my brother was raped, you know what I'm saying? My sister, you know, was a guy forced herself on him, or my uncle's a dope head, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know, we raised around it, so I can speak on perspective. I just think the main part is people too scared to just open up and talk about this shit. You'd be surprised. 4 out of 5 people in the room been there, done it just with you. But they're scared to be alone, or scared to stick out, scared to be different. Like I said, shit, bring your own flavor, man.
Yeah.
Be you. Everybody wants to be part of this group. Some people aren't meant to be part of the group. Sometimes you're bigger than the group, but you don't realize it, trying to conform yourself to the ways and the laws and everybody else. Fuck that. That's what my mom used to tell me. I used to tell my mom, you know, like, I don't fit in. It just ain't for me. I don't know what it is. My mom like, fuck that, be you. Shit, if you don't walk to school with 2 left shoes on, fuck it. Do it. So I know I be jumping everywhere, but yeah, man, it don't bother me at all. And it's never a burden. When you put here to do something, it's not a burden. Is it a burden for you to wake up every day? No. Is it a burden for you to breathe, for your heart to beat? No. Because it's a given. It's what it's supposed to do. It's what you're made to do. You don't think about it. It comes natural, right? You don't think about when you walk left, right, left, no. Because you've been doing it for so long, it's natural. So people ask me shit like, Anthony, what do you do when your girl break up with you? It's natural. Like, okay, bro, go put on some Smoky Robinson, go grab some chocolates, some roses, and woo, yeah. Like, I don't fucking know. I'm being honest. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, dog. I'm tired of talking about fucking boxing. Like, we in the car on the way here, and Frog was like, you know, you need the jab, you need to do this. I'm like, Frog, we not about to spar, man.
Hey, I think boxing all the time. So
that's what he told me. I'm like, we about to go talk boxing in a few minutes. Can we just not talk boxing?
We're still working on that debut, huh?
Yeah.
Shit, he had it on the boulevard about a month ago.
Big debut.
Freddie's dead. That's all I said.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
1-0, 1 knockout.
1-0, man. 1 knockout.
We're not gonna speak on nothing
Other
like
day he said.
I don't know what he talking about.
Other day he said he's undefeated. He said, I got 0 losses and 0 wins. I'm undefeated.
That's a good record, though.
That's
It is.
Yeah, 0 losses, 0 wins.
Yeah.
No blemishes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Untouched.
Untouched.
There's something I did want to say, though, man. I was just excited with this whole thing that happened to Nipsey Hussle. I say it's a wake-up call, because you got to think about it. Nipsey probably thought he was untouchable. He's his own hood, where he used to sling drugs at, opened up his own stores. He used to bang at. Now he owns the property. And he went there to give some clothes to his boys that just got out the pen. Yeah. And he never thought, you know, somebody was smoking right in front of his own store. Somebody that he's associated with, that he's friends with, that he didn't fed, that he didn't put on would kill him. Yeah. So, actually, it woke me up. You know, I go home all the time. You know, back to Indianapolis, I walk around, you know, walk through the streets, pass out candy, go to the hood, play with the kids, jump rope, hopscotch, shit like that. And I really thought, like, you know, nobody ever do nothing to me or try anything. And it made me really step back and take a look at my circle.
That's what I was going to say. It makes you reevaluate who you're with.
It really does. My mother always tell me, even salt look like sugar.
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? So these same people in the picture smiling with you, happy, laughing, you really don't. You know what? The fucked up part is I could be around you. I could be around you for 50 years out of my 60 years on Earth, and I never really know you, because what? I'm not you. I don't know what you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? You could be plotting to kill me for your whole life, but you just ain't find the right moment. You feel me? So
I'm not finna fuck mine off like that.
I'm just saying though, in all seriousness, man.
I'm not messing mine
It's
off.
just it opened my eyes up to it because anybody knows me. You know, I pride myself on being able to go into blue collar areas
Yeah,
and
the
be on
people.
TV and travel the world and go right back and be with the people.
Yeah.
But I mean, now I got got an extra security guard that can carry.
Yeah.
I travel now with groups of people. Before I go everywhere by myself, but now I'm like I realize I can't.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget that, like, I won't say I'm famous, but like I kind of am as far as like the boxing world and
Yeah.
traveling across the world. I'm on TV,
Mm-hmm.
so people think like I'm walking around with $30,000 in my pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm walk around with money in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean walk around like with $5 to hit the gas station to get like some candy or
Well,
something.
he just fought on the
And it
zone
just
and he was
drives
on
me
national
crazy.
television.
I mean, really,
That's a-
dog.
that's
And
a
people see
perception
that
of
the zone,
Yeah.
Metro, even though it is that level,
Yeah.
I am at that level, being paid and on TV, and you can consider me as a celebrity or some shit like that.
Mhm.
But I forget that. I
Mhm.
talk to people, and I forget like I'm not normal. I'm not a regular person no more.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the thing, right? You're not a normal person. Like I was telling this to Chris and Gio last week at the podcast that I mean, you convert yourself into some sort of idea that everybody goes through challenges and stuff in that, and to you and your end, similar to like Nipsey Hussle, where he stood for in his community, right? I mean, you're now talking about having more security around your circle, or just being more consciously aware of who you're with. Do you, some people are not gonna like your message. You know what I mean? Like, so does that kind of like put you kind of at conscience of, like, literally where you're at right now?
Yeah. Well, I know a lot of people are not gonna like my message. But you look at the people who played major parts on this earth,
Right.
historical people, whether you're talking about Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or Nipsey Hussle or Du Bois. They were hated for what they believed and what they stood for. They weren't. People didn't label them as one of the greatest or amazing until they died. People don't want to give you praise for what you do until you pass away.
Yeah.
While you're doing it, it's taboo, it's different. You're causing chaos. You're a rebel. Because you're standing up for something most people don't believe in. Most people on this earth don't believe in. Right now, well, I say most people in my position, they come from where I come from or do what I do, don't believe in respect or mutual respect for everyone.
Right.
They see someone from the LGBT community or someone that you would consider, excuse my term, but gay. Ew, that's gross. Get away from me. Or see someone who's battling with themselves as far as their identity. It's mixed. You're a sellout because you're hanging with the white people instead of the blacks. You're a sellout because you're hanging with the blacks instead of the whites. Especially where I come up, everybody's put into groups.
Right.
So you don't have that perspective. You don't look at people with compassion or remorse for what they're feeling, what they're doing. It's just like, fuck you, homie. I'm gonna do me. Fuck what they going through. Fuck him. So the fact that I'm like that, or I talk about religion openly, talk about skin color and racism openly, to all races and all religions. People deem that you're talking about controversial issues, man. On live TV, everybody can see about it. Everybody's not going to agree with it, especially when I'm talking about racism and we can talk about like I was talking about Sikhs, right? And I was talking about it's wrong to call them terrorists. I was talking about Muslim. Why are you calling them terrorists? It's different types of Muslims. The Shyads, whatever you want to talk about, is a different type. Militant black Muslims, it's all different. But people that's unaware of it, ignorance, they'll say all Muslims are terrorists. Yeah. You must be a terrorist too, because you're taking up for them. A terrorist bombed. My uncle was bombed in the army by a terrorist, and you're taking up with these Muslims. People are gonna disagree with what I say all the time. So I'm aware of that. Or me talking about the LGBT community. Some people, especially Christians. I get a lot of hate mail from Christians. Not you, Christian, but I know. Like I want to laugh too, but it's so serious. I get a lot of hate mail. You're going to hell for supporting gays. You get shit like that. You're going to hell for supporting other religions. No, that's support. It's just have a mutual respect. If you're a true Christian, then you realize it's not your job to judge people.
Right. I mean, I don't want to go into religion.
Yeah,
but
you don't want. But I mean, all religions all around.
Yeah, you could make as many sense as you want, but you could just go to church on Sunday, just get out of the way, and go do this and the next day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I feel like if I don't talk about it, then who the hell talk about it? It's bigger issues than what we're gonna wear today or who's popping. You got people that's fighting. That's fighting on a daily basis themselves. I talk about mental illness, but besides mental illness, people that's fighting because the color of their skin. They walk from a black hood to a Hispanic hood every day to go to school. Or kids who's fighting with the fact is their dad is a militant man, and they don't know how to tell their dad, well, I like boys too. I'm a man. I like men. Or the dad's gonna kill him or beat the shit out of him or disown him, throw him out the house. Real issues. People in my spot, what are you talking about? I'm about to go get some water thrown on my Patek, and I'm about to go shop here, get me some Balenciagas. About to go holler at this little female at the club. Nobody's trying to make the world a better place.
Yeah.
Nobody cares about what's going on behind them, beside them, what's going on in front of them or behind them. They just care about what's going on for them, for their family. So yeah, dog, I'm still pushing that message, and people are gonna hate me for it. I got one message for them. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's what I'm put here to do. I'm gonna talk about it. You know, and ignorance is just lack of knowledge. If you knew better, you do better. The simple fact is they don't know no better. So I ain't gonna bash you for not knowing you should love people just because. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy world, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, for like the whole Nipsey Hussle.
I
thought it was cool that he went back to to his community and gave back.
Yeah.
But then I was like, where there's success, there's envy.
The people that usually hate you the most is the people that you're around. It's like, man, you made it and I didn't.
Yeah.
Why?
Seriously.
Yeah. It's really, Lil Boosie said he left Louisiana because it'd be the person that kill you, be somebody from your own city, somebody from your own street, somebody from your own neighborhood. But, yeah, you got to surround yourself where, if anything, it's a little fear in them to even try. They even thought that they, even thought about it. Like, it went out the window. To catch you by yourself, they think you're a nice guy. They're more likely to try it. They think you're slipping. They think you didn't got comfortable. I think they maybe thought Nipsey got comfortable. You know what I'm saying? He let it known. He's affiliated with the 60s, but he wasn't banging no more. He's making music and opening up property and, buying houses and traveling the world and shit like that. He ain't banging and carrying a strap no more. You feel me?
Yeah.
Won't give me one more question, guys. One more question is outside of boxing.
I mean, what's one thing right now that that's in your mind that you want to talk about? Because usually I'm asking questions like this, but I mean, there's something in your mind that maybe not bothering you, but like hasn't been really aware people.
A word. I would say. This is a crazy one, actually.
Frog Dog is intrigued.
Yeah, I would actually say this.
He done said everything. I want to hear what else. You got a lot to say.
I would say this. Actually, this is crazy. You'll catch it a little bit, but I say especially for like black minorities. It's like black men, we're because I feel like because of social media and what we see on TV, we're trained to think that beautiful is long hair and a certain skin color. When it's not. Like I said, I've traveled across the country and seen the darkest, most beautiful women down to the palest, most beautiful women. So if anything, I would tell, brothers of color, no matter what color you are, because someone's a different complexion than you, shouldn't make you more attracted to them. You know what I'm saying? Don't say you're going to talk to a girl, she fits this box. You pass up on your blessing. Your blessing doesn't have a distinct look or flavor or origin or ethnic background. They can come in any shades of colors. So as far as brothers just dating and don't be afraid to date outside your race or date your race. Don't be just stuck in this complex. So I'm gonna go with this because mama did it or daddy did it. I've been seeing that a lot. Don't limit yourself. I'm not telling you go out there and just try everything and anything, but you'd be surprised, man. Yeah, I'll say that. And last thing, as far as women, you see right now, like in rap videos and stuff. Like I said, I'm not racist whatsoever. I'll take women however they look, but I say minorities, blacks. She has to have long hair and this and that. As far as the women, the sooner that you accept how you look in the mirror, the way you came out the womb, not all dolled up and long hair and weave and all that shit, but the sooner you accept who you are when you look in the mirror, the sooner someone else will. You can't keep giving someone some facade and something that's fake, because eventually they're going to see through that shit and realize, man, this ain't what I'm used to. You look a lot different. I don't like this. Because when you do that, you make a man fall in love with what he sees and not who you are and what he feels. So that's why I tell homies the same way. Stop with all the chains and shit, the Gucci belts and all that, 'cause that's what a girl sees. That's the woman you're trying to attract. Have her take you for you, dog. Same with women. All the makeup and the butt surgeries and all the extras and the titty jobs and the sew-ins and shit, that's not really you. How would you feel if I came home and took my beard off and hung my muscles up?
Yeah.
Well,
Frog Dog like that shit.
I like mine 550 pounds. With 3 bellies, with an eye right here in front of her chest. Just one eye.
And 4 teeth. But yeah, man, the overall message just I say self-love and knowing your worth.
Exactly.
You know? Shit. Don't let this world dictate how everyone looks at you or make you feel a certain way. Beauty comes in all shapes and sizes. But first you gotta love yourself. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, I was always thinking about when I was watching you under the ropes, basically at your last fight. And I was just thinking, you know what? I'm pretty sure he's gonna pull through, regardless whatever in the case. But I feel like it's not gonna be based on your skill or anything like that. It's gonna be basically on what your purpose is.
My personality. I mean, what I stand for?
No, when you're in the ring.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about when you're getting your ass beat.
Oh yeah.
When you're getting your ass beat,
Yeah.
it comes to a point that it's not even.
It's like
it's
that
not-
don't happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
No,
not
no,
even-
yeah, yeah.
It's no longer throwing about the jabs
No,
or
no,
the
no.
hooks or anything like that.
No.
It's gonna convert
The-
back to your purpose.
I'm gonna tell you, when you get hit really hard, what makes you either stand or fold, it's not about your chin or about your conditioning. It comes down to your will. You gonna keep doing this shit? Or you gonna say fuck it? And it don't make you a punk if you quit, cause shit, you gotta have heart to hop in that motherfucker in the first place. But your will, that's what makes you stand, or makes you fold, makes you bend. So when I get hit and then I get cracked, and I don't know where the fuck I'm at. Really, I mean, you get hit like that sometimes. Be honest.
Yeah.
What are you doing it for? If you're doing it for a notoriety or a legacy, that shit, it only happens so far. You like, man, fuck this legacy shit, notoriety and the money. But you doing it, you look out in the crowd and you see guys fighting for his wife. Something with a heartbeat, you fight for something that's alive. Or you fight for something that's gone that you'll never have. Or you fight for something bigger than yourself. I said, there's little boys and girls, I feel like, and people across this road that's depending on me to win. Not just to win, but to win and continue to grow and share my testimony. Ain't nothing you could do to me, dog. You're going to have to go either and grab a 4x4 or run my ass over with a car, because I'm not going nowhere. You know, my will to go on is, I say, separates me from all other fighters because it's bigger than myself. I think I'm the most selfless fighter there is, because I don't fight for something that does for me. I fight for something that does for people I don't even know yet. You feel me? I mean, I've been fighting to get to this point to do what? Meet people like you. I didn't know I was going to meet you, but it's someone that's going to put me in this position to share my story. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was going to be Brother Christian. You know what I'm saying? So, appreciate that, brother. Usually you say slick shit. Not today. All right.
Any last words, Frog Dog?
Yeah, Frog. How about you ask me a question, Pops?
Yeah. Ask him one.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh,
wanna
yeah,
ask you
yeah.
no
You gonna ask me a
ask him
question.
one.
Come
I
on.
don't want to ask you no question.
You-
I want to leave.
You gonna ask me a question? You gonna ask me a question or he gonna ask me a question?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let him ask you a question.
All right.
No, I think it's more of a statement because all the stuff that you talked about right now. I think I told Christian that
What's up?
because when we're talking about your fight,
Oh.
I was like, you know what, Anthony's tough, and I don't mean that physically. Like, we know what you've been through, so at that point, it's like we're not worried about.
Y'all say
you
like I
in
was
that
getting my
sense.
ass whooped this last fight or something. I know Anthony's tough. He can take it. What the fuck?
I guess it was just a rugged fight, right? It was
Oh.
just a
Okay.
rugged.
Yeah.
10 rounds that he needed.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
knew.
10 rounds, I mean, it's cool.
I'm
10
actually
rounds.
glad it went to 10
Yeah.
rounds.
Shit, I am too.
Yeah.
So I know I could do 10. I hate to
Yeah.
find out in the title fight. Damn, I can't do 10
Right.
rounds.
Yeah.
You know?
It was a good opponent to do the 10 rounds with.
Yeah, man, it was
Yeah.
good. I mean, I think that's the hardest opponent. Somebody that comes forward the whole time, you don't get a chance to breathe. That's like on the treadmill, I was doing like 10.5 the whole fucking night. I didn't get a chance to take a break. You know, take a little water drink, a little Gatorade break. That's how normal fights are for me. If you let me think, I'm taking a little nap real quick. I'll be back. Really. This fight, he's on my face the whole time. So I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, just one last thing. What would your message be to those fighters who are looking up to you? Because I did notice at Venice, a lot of the up-and-coming boxers
Younger
were
fighters.
looking up to you, hoping to be where you are, you know, at this point. And, you know, you see a lot of the kids coming up to you,
Yeah.
elderly man as well. You know, so
Oh, yeah, the old man, yeah.
what would your message be for those up-and-coming fighters who are maybe 8-0, 5-0, who are looking up to you, you know, maybe hoping they would be on that big stage? Because the Forum and the Zone is a pretty big stage.
That's big time. I would say first thing is don't go for the quick money for fights. I know you're eager to get there, but no things that anything worth having takes time. So don't just try to get your ass up there, because once you get there, you're stuck. And like I said, don't sign for the money you see. You want to sign for the money that's going to come. Like I said, know your worth. You sign it away. You sign away 4 or 5 years of your life. Make sure you sign away to the right person and for the right reasons. Even if it's a fucking argument in that room, make sure they know your worth before you leave that room if you plan on signing with them. And the last thing, when you're preparing for a fight and you know you're working and you're doing all that, you know it's all cliche. Work hard and train hard. Just know, once you get in there, put your mind, your organs, your health at risk. So take this shit seriously. I know I have a lot of fun and I joke a lot. As far as this boxing shit, it's a serious game. People get hurt. So you can have fun, but take the shit serious. And you lose and win the fight in the gym. You know what I'm saying? You lose and win in the gym training and spiritually at peace. If you don't pray, your ass better start praying today. Because you're going to need them when you get in there. Whoever you choose to call it, Allah, Jesus, Buddha, whoever. You're going to need his coverings over your body. Because when you get in there, I'm telling you, anything can happen. You can slip up the stairs and break your neck, twist your wrist, bust your spleen. Really.
Yeah.
So all around to people that's boxing, I didn't mean to scare you if you're like, fuck that, I ain't boxing. Say this, man, boxing's like a woman. If you're doing stupid shit and you're not being consistent, she gonna find out. No, she might not make you pay right then and there, but the moment that you don't want to pay for is the moment you're gonna pay. Same way with boxing. If you're doing stupid shit training, when it's time to fight, it's all gonna come out. Only you and her know. So be good to her. You treat her good, she'll treat you good. You dog her ass out. Whatever you give her, she gonna multiply whether it's good or bad. So if you give her 100% in the gym, you're gonna look 200% in the fight. If you give her some bullshit, you're gonna get that bullshit back fourfold. Trust me. I'm dealing with it right now. So I'm kidding. But yeah, man, be good to boxing. It'll be good to you. And you have to love it. When it don't love you, that's when you love it the most. I'm sorry. Yeah, boxing. You gotta love boxing when it don't love you. When there ain't no fans and ain't no people, ain't nobody standing there, nobody show up to your fights, nobody buy your tickets, nobody repost your flyer, you gotta stay true to it. Trust me. Been there, done. I was selling candy bars and shit to go to tournaments, candy bars for fights. Be true to it. Love it when it don't love you. All right?
Speaking of candy, you made my ass go to the liquor store on Thursday.
Yes, I did. I told you didn't bring back the hand dog, but it was cool.
No, they only had Starburst.
Yeah, I told him I had to spit off like 2 ounces. Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
Shit.
Yeah,
He brought you some candy?
he did, man. He a real cat.
He's a candy man.
Yeah, he's a candy man. But the weird part is his pockets must have been real hot because my candy got to me. It was all warm and shit. And I was like, where the fuck you put my candy at, dog?
You checked his pockets?
He must have put them in his tight ass pants in his pockets. Starburst all lumpy and shit.
Nothing but skinny jeans over there.
Man, pockets taste like fucking Starburst and Fabuloso.
Fabuloso.
You know, for my part, last words for you guys. Hopefully you come back and do the speech for the students again, because they seem to
Hey man, actually,
enjoy it.
let me know. I come back and just talk. Like,
Yeah.
I'm down, bro. Let me know.
Yeah.
If it's like even last minute, like y'all could be like, hey, you guys have like a little conference meeting or some shit. But hey, we got a special
We'll
guest.
definitely bring you back.
Bro, bring me back, man. I love it.
Yeah, I think the embassy, they're having their little graduation ceremony
When?
for the seniors.
Pretty soon,
next
right?
week. Yeah, next week.
When next week? I need to know.
I'll
because
let you know.
I'm gonna go home and see my mom, but anytime this week or plot it 2 or 3 weeks out, man, I'm down to
For
come
sure.
and just talk
Yeah.
with everybody.
Sounds good. Quick question, Anthony.
What's up?
Is there a timetable where we can expect you back? I know that they said that you didn't take a lot of punishment, and obviously you didn't. Is there a time frame that you want to come back?
I need to figure out the situation with my team. I say where I'm going right now, I need to have the elite team.
Yeah.
Elite everything. My cut man is great. Got Frog Dog in my corner. Conditioning is cool. I like to have the elite person on the same page as me because, shit, y'all saw me at maybe like 50%, thought I looked great.
Yeah.
My other 50 is my team. I'm saying preparation's everything.
Yeah.
But the point I'm headed to, I got to have the elite, the best of the best.
Yeah.
So when I find out my team and you get a fight, you might not see me for 3 or 4 months. Who knows? But I got to find this team, man. I got to go find me. I'm looking for a good girl right now. Be honest, yeah.
Good show.
All right, that was Anthony Sims Jr., the magician, 19-0, 17 knockouts. And Mr. Frog Dog, any last words, Frog Dog?
No, we good.
We'll have you back, right?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
All the ladies be asking, where's Frog
Yeah.
Dog?
Well, they can't ask. I'm married.
Tell And tell them if they do want to holler at Frog, they need to wash their ass first.
Wow.
And that goes to the homies, too. You want to walk into wash your ass or wash your hands. I want to shake your funky ass hand. Stinking.
All right, man.
Make sure y'all tune into this. Fogdog.com.
Peace.
I can feel the excitement like I can sense an indictment. Swear I hope that I'm wrong, but just in case I'm on my tip. Forever on some fly shit, however illogic. Spend a regular nigga monthly income on my outfit. See, I was front they house with rocks inside of my mouth. When jealous niggas that hate me had they feet up on the couch. And then we made it out, and now we standing here. Hope niggas don't think this type of shit gon' magically appear. If so,